What's up, everybody? It's your boy Coach Gotti coming at y'all with another video. In this video, we're going to get into the results of my Week 8 predictions. Before we start, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button for me. I'd appreciate it. But let's get into it. First off, we had Oregon playing UCLA. And I figured it'd be a pretty good game. Oregon's a little banged up, and, you know, I had hyped UCLA up at the beginning of the season. And they're not a bad team, but they're not no Pac-12 contenders. But Oregon barely skated away. They won 34-31. They held it down, walked out with the W. And then we had Ole Miss playing against LSU. I had picked Ole Miss to win the game, and they did, 31-17. LSU is a dumpster fire. They got that win against Florida and all that. You know, I mean, not saying Florida's great, but they shouldn't have lost to Florida anyways. But regardless, Ole Miss got the win. Ole Miss still rolling. Then we had Clemson and Pitt. I picked Pitt to win the game. Clemson ain't got no offense. I don't know how, but they don't. Defense is pretty solid, but they're banged up on it, and they're not elite defense. They're just a solid defense. And Pitt's been playing great. What's the dude's name? Kenny Trickett, whatever, the quarterback. Trickett, I think, is the last name at least. That man really, he needs to be in the Heisman talks. The way he's been playing and how perfect he's been playing. No turnovers or nothing. You know, the man's playing with ball out there. They won 27-17. Then we had undefeated Oklahoma State playing Iowa State. And originally, I was about to take Oklahoma State, but I just kept looking at the matchups and all that shit, and I picked Iowa State to win it. Iowa State won it 24-21. It's a good win for them. Oklahoma State's going to have to bounce back from that if they want to stay with any chance of playoffs. Then we had Maryland against Minnesota. Maryland, 2 straight losses, then a bye week. I picked Maryland to win it. I thought they'd come back out, have their shit together, and bounce back from them losses. Nope, Minnesota beat them boys 34-16. Then we had Boston College against Louisville. I picked Boston College. I thought they would have enough defense to, make sure Louisville didn't get too far ahead of them, but Louisville won the game 28-14. And we had Tennessee and Bama. I picked Bama like everyone else would. Even a Tennessee fan, he might talk this shit, but he ain't going to. Ain't too many of them about to bet no money, especially big money on that game. But Bama won 52-24. The score looks better than what the game did, but regardless, you got the W. That's all that matters. Then we had San Diego State against Air Force. It's hard to beat those kind of teams. Triple options, all that shit, they kill the clock. It's hard to prep for those offenses if you don't play them like that. But San Diego State was able to pull it off, 20-14. Then we had North Carolina State against Miami. I picked North Carolina State, and this is the biggest upset of the week for me. Like, I didn't see it coming at all. Miami won 31-30. It was a close game. Hopefully North Carolina State can bounce back off of that. But Miami, you're on the better things. You got Derek King out. I've been said since the fucking spring game, you should have just started Van Dyke or Garcia. Wash this season away from any hopes of a playoffs or ACC championship, and then just started building the chemistry for the next season. Now your season's over. Now that's what y'all doing. So, a little late, but still. Then we got USC and Notre Dame, big boy rivalry. I picked USC. Shit, I figured Notre Dame was struggling all year long against everybody. I felt like USC might would have showed up for that game. They got that wide receiver. I don't remember his name, so don't kill me on that. But the man's a beast. I mean, if you know him, he's a beast. But Notre Dame stood up. They won 31-16. So that puts me at 6-4 for week 8. It's a winning record, and that's all we want here. And Penn State lost to Illinois in 9 overtimes. That game wasn't on my list, but I got to talk about it because Penn State, I tried to give y'all some slack and tried to give y'all an excuse on why you lost to Iowa because Sean Clifford got hurt. He was playing this game against Illinois, and you lost in 9 overtimes by 2 points, 20 to 18. Now I got a subscriber. I even got him on Snapchat. Cool ass dude. He's a fucking Penn State fan, and when I picked Iowa to beat Penn State in their matchup, he got on me and he told me that fucking Penn State was official, and I didn't feel like he was wrong. I only picked Iowa because the 3 times I went against them, they won. So I just stopped going against the grain with them for that game. But Penn State, you're not official. I don't know what, you can't make an excuse on that. Losing in 9 overtimes to Illinois. Good team, but don't be surprised if James Franklin is gone. But anyways, that's it for this video. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to have my week 9 predictions out a little earlier. I'm about to take a trip to Virginia, so I'm going to go ahead and get that week 9 prediction set up and put together and put out for y'all. It's your boy Coach Gotti, and I'm out.